General Anil Chauhan, Chief of Defence Staff, former Chiefs, Air Marshal R.G.K. Kapoor, AOC Central Air Command, senior officers from the three services, esteemed veterans, air warriors on parade, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen. On our 91st anniversary, I extend my best wishes to all personnel of the Indian Air Force. My compliments to the AOC Central Air Command, AOC Air Station Bamrauli and their teams for putting up such a befitting show. My compliments to the parade commander and all air warriors on the parade for your immaculate turnout, exacting drill movements and josh. Good show and keep it up. Today we come together not only to celebrate this day, but also to reflect on our rich history, our present achievements, and chart our future as custodians of India's sovereignty and territorial integrity. We have inherited a proud legacy of professionalism, perseverance, and passion curated by our predecessors. I would like to acknowledge the contribution of our veterans who have played a pivotal role in shaping the Air Force's identity, capabilities, and ethos. On behalf of all air warriors, I would like to pay homage to our braves who made the supreme sacrifice in the line of duty. It's our solemn responsibility to preserve their legacy and uphold the values for which they fought. The last 1 year has brought its fair share of challenges our way. I am happy to note that the Indian Air Force has performed exceedingly well and passed every test with flying colors. We have not only circumvented challenges, but also turned those challenges into opportunities. The current geopolitical landscape has provided us an opportunity to reduce dependency on imports by developing indigenous capability. We have successfully inducted the first batch of Agniveers, and subsequent batches, including women Agniveers, are presently undergoing basic training. The rigor of training has been increased across the board for all training curriculums with more emphasis on self-learning and self-education. In this year alone, Indian Air Force carried out 8 exercises across the globe with friendly foreign countries and performed exceptionally well. For the first time, our indigenously built light combat aircraft also participated in an overseas exercise, showcasing our professional acumen and enhancing our stature as a potent Air Force. Indian Air Force carried out extensive HADR operations in Turkey, Sudan, and Syria, airlifting critical supplies and rescuing stranded Indian nationals. Within the country, we were actively involved in fighting forest fires and carrying out flood relief operations in many states. As first responders, we have always maintained a high state of alert and taken on all emerging situations. In my first address to the Indian Air Force 2 years ago, I spoke of what my expectations were from all air warriors so that the Air Force remained relevant and contemporary. In my address to you last year, I spoke of the requirement for transformation and how hybrid warfare and multi-domain operations highlight the need to redefine, reimagine, and recalibrate ourselves. This year, I would like to focus on my vision for the Indian Air Force, where we are, what we need to do to make that vision a reality. The theme for this year's Air Force Day is Indian Air Force, Air Power Beyond Boundaries. The theme aptly reflects the inherent global reach of air power and how air power will prove decisive in future conflicts. Air Force operations extend worldwide, providing rapid mobility and global reach. This reach allows a nation to project air power beyond boundaries in the form of rapid deployment, HADR, and peacekeeping missions. We need to understand the nuances of evolving air power, setting the pace to preserve peace, and if and when necessary, to fight and win wars. Over the past 9 decades, Indian Air Force has constantly evolved and transformed into one of the finest air forces in the world. But is that enough? If India is on the path to become a developed nation by 2047, then the Indian Air Force must be one of the best, if not the best, by the time we complete 100 years in 2032. The vision as laid down in our doctrine, is to be an agile and adaptable Air Force that provides decisive air power in furtherance of our national interests. In order to make our vision a reality, we must all play our respective parts diligently. We must reform or become a relic. We must innovate, else become mundane. We must transform, else become irrelevant. First and foremost, I would like to urge you to strive for excellence in everything you do. This is non-negotiable. We must hold ourselves to the highest standards in every facet of our operations, training, maintenance, and administration. We must strive to be leaders in technology and innovation. We must invest in cutting-edge research, development, and acquisition to build technological superiority. Innovation must become a part of our DNA, enabling us to easily adapt to emerging threats and challenges. There is a need for us to candidly assess ourselves and address any inhibitions to change. The force structure that we need to develop must be future-ready. Joint planning and integrated application of combat power will be the sine qua non of future wars. Developing unique tactics, carrying out realistic training, and incorporating relevant lessons learned will go a long way. Our people are our most valuable asset. We must prioritize the well-being, professional development, and readiness of our air warriors above everything else. Your dedication and skills are the foundation of the Air Force's inherent strength. We must embrace changes in the character of war because, in the words of Guillaume Douhet, victory smiles upon those who anticipate the changes in the character of war, not upon those who wait to adapt themselves after the change occurs. From multi-domain operations to hybrid warfare, the Air Force needs to recognize that modern warfare transcends traditional boundaries. We must seamlessly integrate air, space, cyber, and ground capabilities to dominate the battle space. The question we must ask ourselves is, what more can I do? Do not limit yourselves to the needs of today. Think beyond today, and you will realize that there is so much more to be done. Air warriors must be valued for the unique skill sets, perspectives, and contributions to foster and develop a culture of inclusivity and diversity. The working environment must nurture innovation and give opportunity to each air warrior to contribute towards making the Air Force better. We must empower and delegate at all levels and be mindful that with empowerment comes accountability. Empowered air warriors are a force multiplier, provided they take ownership and pride in every task they undertake. Be assured that while we will constantly endeavor to improve the quality of life within the Air Force, I urge you to remain focused on your primary jobs. In this complex and dynamic strategic environment, refining our strategy, building robust all-round capabilities, and more importantly, developing a flexible mindset to prosecute future wars will prove decisive. In our quest for becoming an air and space force, we must recognize the importance of space domain and continue developing our space capabilities. A word about leadership. Ethical leadership should be the cornerstone of our organization. We must lead by example and uphold our core values of mission, integrity, and excellence in all that we do. My vision is one of strength, adaptability, and unwavering commitment to our nation and its people. Together, as a united force, we will successfully face all challenges, secure in the knowledge that our values and dedication will guide us to even greater heights in the years to come. To quote a verse from the Bhagavad Gita, वीरता, कीर्ति, दृढ़ता, कौशल, उदारता, युद्ध में स्थिरता और शासन करने की क्षमता, ये एक सैनिक का कर्तव्य है। वे उसके पास वो उसके अपने स्वभाव से प्रभावित होते हैं। The world is changing at a rapid pace, and we must meet all the new challenges coming our way. We must continue to foster a culture of discipline, integrity, and remain ever vigilant in the face of emerging threats. Our commitment to the defense of our nation remains steadfast, and we will continue to protect our territory, deter potential adversaries, and ensure the safety and security of our people. The Indian Air Force is not just a military force. It's a symbol of our nation's collective strength and determination. As we start a new chapter in the history of the Indian Air Force, let us all strive to be the change that we want to see. Let us work together to take our Air Force to greater heights, and let us use our commitment and collective capacity to achieve excellence in all that we do. Our Air Force is recognized as a service that provides excellent opportunities for families to bond together as a community, with newer avenues for women empowerment. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the force behind the force and the wing beneath our wings. The unwavering support and resolve shown by the spouses of our air warriors has kept us going for the last 9 decades. My salute to all of them. On behalf of my wife Neeta, I would like to congratulate everyone on the 91st anniversary of the Indian Air Force, and may the Air Force always touch the sky with glory. Jai Hind.